What's going on, YouTube, man? Back with another video. I'm about to do my first movie review on Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat movie is going to be the first movie review on my channel. Now, I have some things. It took me like a whole week to kind of like gather my thoughts, like final thoughts about this movie. I already seen it at least about like 5 times, really. At least 5 times. When it first came out, all the way up to like now. Either 5 times or more. So like throughout that time, I watched the movie and I like wrote some things down. I want to talk about each character like a little bit and the movie overall. So yeah, like the first thing I want to say is like the fatalities in this movie was pretty. It was pretty solid. Kung Lao's fatality he pulled was solid. I like that. Scorpion's fatality that he pulled on Sub-Zero at the end. Spoiler, I guess. Some spoilers would be, said. Should have said it earlier, but hey, if you haven't seen the movie by now, you're tripping. But what else happened? What else? Fatality. Cole's fatality that he pulled on Goro. It was okay, not too crazy, but it was fine. Liu Kang's fatality was dope too. He pulled the dragon out on Akabal. That was dope. What else? I think Shang Tsung. I guess when he he did something to a character. I think we all know. I guess that was a fatality. It was pretty cool. It looked cool. And yeah, as far as fatalities it was pretty solid. His fatalities in the film was pretty solid. What else? I want to talk about characters. Okay, certain characters. My favorite character in the movie, even though he was in it for like 20 minutes, was definitely Scorpion. Like the time when he was on screen, like as Hanzo and Scorpion, it just, I don't know, it was real like impactful for some reason. Maybe because I'm like biased because he's my favorite character in Mortal Kombat, so I'm kind of like biased a little bit. But yeah, like he took it away. Like he took this scene away. Like every time he showed up, every time I saw him, like he was dope. And something I did notice with Scorpion that they changed in the trailer, his famous line, "Get over here." It sounded completely different, and it was better from the trailer and into the final cut like of the movie. In the trailer, it was more. It sounded kind of choppy, like it was kind of like an accent to it. But in the movie, it was more clear and stern. Like, get over here, nigga. Like, it was real clear and stern. Yeah, it was like way better in the movie. Yeah, I did notice that. But like in the trailer, it didn't bother me. Like I was just hyped that he said it. So yeah, that's that with Scorpion. Sub-Zero, like the whole time, the whole entire movie, that nigga was pretty scary, bro. Like he was pretty scary, like the whole time, the whole entire movie, he was fucking scary, bro. Sub-Zero's visual effects was good too. It didn't look corny at all at any point. It didn't look like the CGI was bad. Everything was pretty solid with his ice. So yeah, Sub-Zero was like, if I had to rate him, he would be like freaking 9 out of 10. So Scorpion would be 10 out of 10. Kung Lao would be 9 and 10. If I had to rate them by performance, really. Okay, Sonia Blade. Sonya, she was cool. I didn't have no issue with her. It was just like one scene she had. It was her, Kano, and Cole. They had a fight. I think Reptile, and it was one shot. It was one scene where Cole threw the knife and she caught it and she was spinning in the air, and it was cut so bad. it was like she was just spinning, then it got cut, where she stabbed him. That should have been like one whole thing. Like, some of the cuts in the fight was like real bad. It was pretty bad. Yeah, that was like the only problem I had, like, with her in, like, it wasn't a character, it was just like the shot, you know, with the character. I didn't like her performance as Sonya was pretty solid. So yeah, nothing negative to say about her at all, not for me. Who else? Oh, I got written down Jax. Okay, Jax was dope. Like Sonya, I had no issue with him at all. Like, he seemed pretty solid for, you know, the way the actor portrayed him was pretty solid, I think, for Jax. So yeah, like, from my knowledge of some Mortal Kombat characters, you know, they played them pretty well. Who else I got on this list? Oh yeah, one thing I wanted to point out with Jax, it was that when he got his arms taken off from Sub-Zero, it looked more impactful in the trailer, but in the movie it just didn't hit. It didn't hit as the trailer did, as it should have. Like, in the movie, it just looked like it disappeared, like it just like. But in the trailer, like, it was like an explosion, like explosion with ice, blood. It was like everywhere. That's what I like remember from watching the first trailer. I didn't see the trailer again after I did my reaction, but I believe in the trailer there was like an explosion of ice and, you know, blood going everywhere. I didn't get that with the movie. It was just like it just didn't have like an impact, you know. I wish they would like did that a little better. That's all I'm gonna say about that with Jax. Who else I got written down? Kano. I don't think I've talked about Kano. Kano, he was funny as hell in the movie, for real. Like, every time he opened up his mouth, that nigga was hilarious the whole time. Yeah, my favorite scene was like he had like two favorite scenes that I really like. When he first fought Liu Kang, and, you know, Liu Kang tripped him up like twice. Then he jumped again, thinking he was gonna trip him up, but he didn't. Like, that was pretty funny. What else? When he first discovered his Arcana, when Kung Lao and Liu Kang was like roasting him, and he was getting angry. That was pretty dope. That was dope acting right there on his part. The actor did like a solid job with acting that, cause like that shit was funny. He looked like he was really getting pissed off, and that's why it was like really funny, cause like he looked like he was really pissed. All right, now I'm about to talk about Raiden. Raiden's visual effects was pretty solid. It was dope. His lightning was pretty good. Only thing that I'm not gonna say the only thing, that the main thing I didn't like is that he didn't give me a God feel. Like, he didn't give me, I don't know, if he felt like a regular dude with lightning powers. He didn't give me a God feel. Like, when you see Thor, I'm like, when you see Thor, okay, you like, oh, that's a god, but you don't get that rated from me. I don't get that at all. Yeah, he got that hat or whatever. I didn't like the visual effects they chose with the eyes. Like, you can still see his pupils, whatever. I wish they would just like made it whole like white or whatever, so you just like don't see his pupils. I didn't like that. And there was one shot where as though he was talking to Cole. This nigga Cole was like overpowering with his height. He's like looking down at him, and he was looking up. I was like, nah, it just didn't look right, you know. And I think I believe that like Raiden is like tall in Mortal Kombat. He's like over 6 something, maybe. I don't know how tall he is, but I know like I think he's pretty tall. I believe he's pretty tall. So that's like the only thing with Raiden. It's just that he didn't give me a god feel at all. Yet like his presence thing, nah, he didn't do anything for me. Nah, then he could have did more instead of just like standing around talking and teleporting people here and there with his lightning. He did like 2 lightning strikes in the movie, I believe. This is just coming off the top of my head. I believe he did like 2 lightning strikes, and that was it. Everything else has just been teleporting people. I feel like he could have did more, but whatever. Who else? Liu Kang. Liu Kang. I believe that the actor that played Cole could have been a dope Liu Kang. Because the actor that they got for Liu Kang, like, some of them, the way they had him acting, it didn't sit well with me. Or I don't know if it was the acting or the way. It could be the combination of the acting and the story. So in his appearance, really, how he's moving around talking, he didn't give me the chosen one feel. Like, I'm currently playing in Mortal Kombat 11, and there's a huge difference between the two, because in the game he is the chosen one. Like, you can tell. Like, you look at him, it's like, oh, he's a problem. But when I see Liu Kang in a movie, I'm just like, okay, you probably know martial arts a little bit, but like I don't, and you got the dragon, but like nothing else. Like, I don't know. I feel like he was just like not there yet to be the chosen one. Like, he was like on his way to being the chosen one. Yeah, I think he was. I think that's what he was going for, because like I can tell that he was like trying, to be the chosen one. It felt like he was just trying to be. Yeah, I get. Now I'm talking about it now, just like, okay, maybe that's what they was going for. Actually, like, saying it out loud, maybe that's what they was going for. Like, on the way to becoming the chosen one. But let me see. Who else I haven't talked about? Cole. Shit. Cole. Cole. Personally, I don't think we needed Cole. The Cole purpose, to me, it felt like his only purpose was to have Scorpion show up at the end. That's what I feel like. I feel like that's the only reason why he was kind of like centered in this film, just to have Scorpion show up at the end. Honestly. And yeah, like, it was like something is kind of like threw me off the character I didn't like. Spoiler alert, it was one scene where, as though they get beaten for the first time against Shang Tsung and his fighters. They get beaten for the first time by them. Cole, Sonia Blade, Raiden, you know, they get beat for the first time. And Cole, no. It was the scene when it was in that it was like between realms, whatever Raiden put them in. Then Cole turned to Captain America, telling people what to do. I'm just like, who are you? Like, you beat a nigga once and you think you can bark orders and stuff like that. You just, I don't know. It didn't feel earned. You know what I'm saying? It didn't feel earned at all for him to just be like telling people what to do. And like especially Sonya and Jax. They've been in the military. You know, Jax said he did 6 tours on that kind of shit. Then Cole comes in, you taking orders from him. I don't know. That scene bothered me. He just came out of nowhere. He was like, yeah, we can do this. Yeah, you do that. Can you do this? Oh, da-da-da. It just didn't, like, bro, chill out. It just didn't, I don't know. What else? Yeah, I think that scene, like, really bothered me. Uh, his character overall, it was fine. He wasn't needed. Like I said, like I feel like the only reason why he was in this film is to have Scorpion tied into it somehow, and just to have him show up at the end, Scorpion. So yeah, that's like my thing with Cole. Um, Melina, Melina. She was. I wish they used her more in the movie. I wish they. Yeah, that's the only thing I can say. She was fine. She was dope. I wish they would used her more. The only thing I would have wanted more, not wanted more. I would have wanted if that she had her mask on, like that the mask she has. I would have wish. I wish they had her mask on like the whole entire film. Then the part when she, when you want her, when she opened up her mouth like all the way in the film, I would have wanted her like in the fight. She took the mask off, then revealed it. I feel like that would have been more impactful. Yeah, everything. Yeah, she was fine. Her teleportation, I didn't know they was gonna put in the film at all. When I first saw it, I was like, oh shit, okay. I didn't know they was gonna put it in the film. So yeah, Melina was fine. Yeah, she was cool. I just wish we got more of her. Same with Cabal. He was dope. I really liked the Cabal. He reminded me of like a Reverse Flash. Really, basically, yeah. He really did remind me like Reverse Flash. Swooping here and there, saying like slick shit. Cursing, all that kind of stuff. He was fine. Yeah, that's all I had to say. Like, if these are like characters that was like pushed in the movie, whereas though like you can't really say much about them, cause like they was like on the screen for like a little bit, but like the time that they did show up, they did whatever they had to do. Like, oh, okay, cool. It's nothing like crazy, you know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, that's all I can say. General Ryko, I have nothing I can say. He was okay. Like, he didn't talk, he didn't do nothing. He was just there for. He was just there. So like, I can't really say nothing about him. And plus, I didn't know anything about General Ryko. Like, I don't know nothing about him. So yeah, I can't say if he's accurate or not. So yeah. Who else? Who else I didn't bring up? Oh, Shang Tsung. Shang Tsung. I don't know. I don't know what to say about him, to be honest. He wasn't scary. He wasn't intimidating at all. Like, I wasn't like afraid of him at all. Nor was I like on the edge of my seat. He was just like, alright. He just seemed too basic. Too basic. Like, he didn't bring nothing new. Yeah, like, I don't know, it was kind of underwhelming seeing him. It was like, like, I don't know much about Shang Tsung. I don't know much about him, but when I hear Shang Tsung and like things people say about him, then when I see him on the screen, it don't match up to what people say about him. Cause it's like, oh, it's kind of like underwhelming. So yeah, that's it with him. Like, he was okay. Like, whatever. I thought he was on some like Steppenwolf type shit or Thanos or Darkseid type shit. But I think that's like in the MK world, I think that's Shao Kahn, kind of like, the Thanos and Steppenwolf, not Steppenwolf, the Thanos and Darkseid, and like what? It's kind of like comparison to, because I know like Shang Tsung is like under someone, but I don't know who. I think it's like Quan Chi. Like, I don't know. I'm learning as I go. So yeah, So yeah, I caught myself doing before going into this movie. I looked to see the runtime of it, like how long this movie would be. It said an hour and 50 minutes, but before I saw it, I was thinking it was gonna be like 2 hours and 30 minutes. Cause it's Mortal Kombat, you gotta like explain a lot and show a lot. You can't really undermine Mortal Kombat, because Mortal Kombat, like, it's a lot going on with it. So when I first saw that it was like 1 hour and 50 minutes, watching it, I was just like, the whole time watching it, like, in the back of my head, I'm just like, dang, wish they could show more. They could show more. I wish they could done more. Yeah, like, overall with this film, I just wish that they did things a little differently. They showed more, and took time building the story. Really, the fighting was fine. I just wish they took more time with the story. Really, yeah, just took time with the story. Went about things differently. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Really, like, if I had to rate it, like, this movie, I can watch it like multiple times. It's not bad. It's not terrible. It's not great. It's decent. It's decent. Like, it's decent. It's not great. It's just decent. Like, it's a decent film to watch. But no, a rating, 1 out of 10. I'll give Mortal Kombat 2021 movie I'll give it a 6.5. I'll give Mortal Kombat a 6.5. Just because of the simple fact, because I wanted more, and there's a lot of things that could have went about differently. Some cuts of the fighting could have been better. Some of the acting could have been better as well. It's just like, a lot of things could have been better, really. Like, overall, a lot of things could have been better, but I still find myself enjoying it at the end of the day. I just wish it was like better. I had like high expectations of it because it's Mortal Kombat. So yeah, it was like it was underwhelming, really. The whole film, really, it was underwhelming. I wanted more. Yeah, so like my expectation was like right here, and they met it like right here. So it's just kind of like, dang, I wish they met it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's how I feel about the film. And did this movie review video is kind of, it might be all over the place because it's my first time doing a movie review. Yeah, even though I took time writing stuff down, I feel like it's still gonna come out like kind of like crazy. But yeah, I really hope y'all like kind of got like a grasp of like how I feel towards the movie. Yeah, I hope y'all, after I edit it, do everything I gotta do, hope y'all understand where I'm coming from with this film. So yeah, if you enjoyed my first little movie review video, make sure to hit that like button, comment, and subscribe, and turn your post notification bell to get notified whenever I upload. And with all that being said, I'll see y'all next one.